Hello everybody, and welcome to these tutorials on how to be proficient using WordPress.org software. I hope that you are excited about this. I know I am, and I want to just go ahead and dive right in. What we're going to be looking at right now is basically settings. This is a fresh installation of WordPress software on a development site running locally on my computer. This will be covered later in these sessions, but basically all you need to know is that I have just installed WordPress. So this will be very similar for you if you're running on a self-hosted website. You will do probably a one-click install, and what will happen is it'll install the WordPress software on your server, and then you'll have your password and your username set up, and it'll ask you to log in for the first time, and you'll probably see something very similar to this. You'll see your dashboard, welcome to WordPress, howdy admin, which is my username for right now, and everything here. You'll see your website name. This is test.dev, and yeah, we'll just go from here. There's quite a lot of things that I like to do when I'm first setting this up, and a lot of people will take you first to the dashboard and then have you do your first post. I would like to change that up a little bit. I think it's very important for settings to get taken care of first. So the first place that we're going to look at is not the dashboard or the posts, even though obviously this is why we're installing WordPress, right, for content. It's a content management system. But we're actually going to go down and check out settings here. There are very basic settings right now. Again, this is a fresh installation, and this menu will grow as you start installing more and more things. So yeah, basically what you have here on the general settings is your site title, and you can change this to WordPress savviness or whatever it is. And then you can have the tagline, getting savvy on WordPress. Actually, I guess I should change this, huh? So this is where you're going to control these basic settings here, and you can just kind of scroll down, and if you're running on a self-hosted server, you might actually have at some point a temporary URL that is installed in here if you haven't registered a domain name. If you have any questions about that, feel free to ask me, but as you can see, this is the exact match of this URL here. Your email address, so this is mine, nate@finchproservices.com, and basically, this is just going through basic general settings. I usually the only thing I changed here is having things set up on Monday, and then I'll change my time zone. I'm not going to worry about that too much. Click Save Settings, and it'll quickly save your settings, and go down to writing. This is basically just showing how formatting is going to go, where post categories are going to go. We'll get into this later, and it's fine, just leave this as uncategorized. But if you are having a website that is something like a podcast or just a regular blog or something like that, when we get into categories a little bit later, you can change the categories around. You can actually change the default uncategorized category to podcast or blog or knitting or underwater basket weaving or whatever you want. So the next thing that you'll see down here is reading, and here's where you can switch between having your latest post show up like a Tumblr blog, which is a lot of what you see in just regular blogs, or a static page. If you have a landing page that you want people to get on, that's where you'll set that up. There you can also see how many posts you want to display at a time. I'm going to skip down to permalinks because this is the biggest part. This comes default set up like this, post 1, 2, 3, so it just numbers your post. You don't really want that. Basically what you want is your post name. So if I have a post named Welcome to WordPress or Getting Started on WordPress, I'm going to want that to be in the title, so that my URL will actually read test.dev/welcome-to-WordPress/, and that's a lot better for SEO and everything else. So I changed that, and I click Save, and that's the very basic part of setting up your settings in a fresh WordPress installation.